Hi, Wendy Sebastian here with RYSE. We're here to talk about exercise and lifestyle. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about with exercise is if you've not exercised before and you're just getting into exercise, let's really think about this in the end game. Most of my clients don't. They get really excited and they get gung-ho and they do what we do in January. We go balls to the wall and we go from first gear to sixth gear. And what happens in February is they fall off and they don't get consistent. So I want you to think about if you could build your perfect lifestyle, and what would that look like? Would that workout be 2 days a week? Would it be 3 days a week? Would it be 4 days a week? But let's be realistic to what your lifestyle and what that is for you. And everybody's different. So how I work out and how I train my body is going to be entirely different. And then let's think about what you enjoy. How do you like to move? Do you like to dance? Do you like to kickbox? Do you need a group setting? Do you need to be motivated? Are you an individual person? Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? These are lots of questions you need to think about when it comes to your style of exercise. A lot of people don't realize this when they go into the gym and they're like, I really am not enjoying this gym setting. For me, I absolutely love the gym. It's my time, and it's a time that I look forward to every day. It's something that I commit to. I don't get in my head and think about, do I not, or do I do it? I just do it every single day, and it's one of my sacred rituals. So I talk about that a lot with my clients, about building sacred rituals that they do not negotiate. It's something that they give themselves every day, and over a period of time, it becomes so habitual that you don't even question it anymore. It's something that you it builds your self-esteem. So I want to come back and bring this back into exercise and what that looks like. So when somebody's first starting out, we talked about they go from 1 to 6 in the gym, and how do we start that out? I always ask my clients, start slow. Our body reacts to whatever we do, right? So it's going to adapt. So if you start out at doing it 6 days a week, then your body's going to adapt to that, and then you're going to have to ante up more on that. So I'd rather you start at it 2 days a week, and then maybe eventually we'll up it to 3 days a week, right? And keep it there, and then that may be your lifestyle that we maintain. Okay, so let's start with that idea. And then, so I always talk to them about, what do you enjoy? And maybe you do need a group setting. There's lots of group settings out there today. We have CrossFit, we have Kaya Fit, we have all these different group settings. So find the group setting that works for you. And let's say you try one and it doesn't work. That doesn't mean that there isn't other group settings that may work for you. You may like karate. So whatever it is, find it and make sure it works for you. I'm always going to encourage my clients to do resistance training. Why is that? Most people come to me and they're concerned about their weight on the scale. Most people are confused. It isn't the weight on the scale that they're concerned about. They're really concerned about body fat. Let me tell you why. You can lose a bunch of weight and you're actually losing muscle. We need that muscle to increase metabolism, but also to burn fat. The more muscle that you lose, you will actually decrease your metabolism, and you'll actually lose the ability to burn the amount of fat efficiently, and therefore your metabolism will slow down. So there's many reasons why we actually need skeletal muscle. Most people don't actually think about this question. So why do you need skeletal muscle? Well, as you look at an aging 80-year-old woman, you'll look at her and you'll actually start to understand why, as she waves goodbye and her arms starting to flag goodbye several more times. The truth is we need skeletal muscle because as she turns 80 years old and maybe has some kind of illness or ailment that she's dealing with, what studies show today that most people, when they die, it isn't from the disease or illness that they die from, it's from complications from that, typically from falling, because that puts more stress on the heart and cannot heal and recover from it. So what that shows is that our skeleton is not, our muscle is there to protect our skeleton. So we need to make sure that our skeleton is nice and strong. And how do we go about doing that? There's a couple of ways. One, we need to make sure it's fed and built strong. Number 2 is most people don't realize how more protein is a very essential part of that. So protein, we synthesize protein. And as we get older, we lose the ability to synthesize protein or absorb it. So by the time we're 40 years old, we lose about 25% ability to synthesize protein. So what we were able to absorb at 20, we now need to increase. So let's say I was 20 years old and I was only needed about 20 grams of protein per meal. Now, obviously, I need about another, so 20, so probably another, 5 grams, 25 grams per meal. So on that, we need to be mindful of that, and then probably we need to monitor that as we get older to make sure that we're able to get the amount of protein that we require to synthesize and to maximize our muscle mass. So a lot of people don't realize how important that is. Tissues isn't just for protein isn't just for building muscle, but it's also to repair all tissues in the body. Our organ is made up of 80% tissues. Our heart, our liver, and a lot of other functions are as a result of amino acids in our body. So a lot of people come to me and go, I really don't like working out in the gym. And I understand that. But I really want to encourage my clients to do some resistance training, because that is how we make a strong body. So whether it's in the gym setting, or you're going to CrossFit, or you like Olympic lifting or powerlifting, or you like doing Kaya Fit, we want to be mindful and make sure that we are working on building strength within our body. So for longevity, we're able to be strong for health reasons. We also want to be mindful of building that healthy lifestyle and getting out and having fun. So what does that look like? Getting in nature and doing hikes, going out and kayaking, get together and maybe doing a dance class with your friends. All of that is what builds that healthy lifestyle, and just getting out and moving. So exercise is personal, right? So again, for me, I enjoy doing the one-on-one exercising, and some people really need that group accountability. So again, ask yourself, what is it that I need to be accountable? So here at RYSE, we have several different platforms. We have RYSE Level 1, which basically after you graduate either RYSE Level 2, RYSE Level 3, a lot of my clients will then go into RYSE Level 1 just to check in with me once a month for me to go over their overview and just to be held accountable. RYSE Level 3 is where you get personal training, personal coaching, and nutrition from me, where I design your fitness workouts, personalized for you. Some of my clients have different health and physical ailments and physical issues, and want me to design a personal fitness protocol for them. With that, they can actually go to any iPhone, any iPad, any device, and be able to get their workout right from their device. So they can take it into the gym or take it into any, some of my clients just work out at home. That worked for them, so they are able to see the design and the program, and it's actually live. You can actually see a display of the different workouts, so they can learn how to work out for themselves too. Some of my clients that I've worked with have never really worked out, and they don't know how. And I think that that's really common amongst some of the clients that I've worked with. It's okay to say, I don't know how, and I really want to start to work out, and what is the benefits of that? We can go over the plethora of benefits of the health reasons, and I really, besides the health reasons, the metabolic, what it does for the metabolism, and I really want to talk about with the emotional, what it does for me as far as like the self-esteem and the mental boost. It's just, you can actually see my clients like almost become whole new people as their self-esteem builds up, make better decisions, and just allow them to blossom as a flower. So that's what RYSE 3 gives my clients, and eventually you can see them learning and taking on new challenges and and growing as individuals. So RYSE 2, as you all know, because you're now watching this, is we've now just added a new member section for all risers, but RYSE 2 specifically, we've made some different changes where we're doing our education class every third Saturday, and we're actually going to be giving new exercise tips, suggestions, vlogging, and giving new information for all risers so they can basically get more education and more tools so they can be successful. We will also be adding recipes and more information through the vlogs and spot guests and different things to come. So if you're coming into RYSE and you've never exercised before, that's okay. We have a whole bunch of new information coming out for you. We even will be showing tips on how to exercise as far as structure and form, and we hope that you are going to enjoy the new platform for RYSE altogether. And this is a big passion for me to be able to share some of my gifts and my experience with you. But overall, if you're just starting out with exercise or returning back to exercise, take it slow, get consistent, find something that works for you, and don't be afraid to try something new. And really work on building strength overall. And again, look at the end game and bring it back in, and just stay consistent with that. A lot of my clients really think that if they go gung-ho, gung-hard, fast in, that they're going to get quick and fast results. Unfortunately, you didn't get to where you're at overnight, and you're not going to get out of where you're at overnight. Take it slow, stay consistent, and really build on building that lifestyle. Love yourself where you're at. Accept yourself where you're at. Be okay where you're at. This is not going to happen overnight. The slower you take it, the results will last. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close, and good luck with your exercise, and I look forward to seeing you soon.